2, 3, 4. You gonna play some music now? Yeah.
All right,
People.
It's
It's
Saturday
Saturday
Night
Night
Lights.
Lights.
And the place to be, YouTube Live is where you find we.
We.
And we bring it to you live with that etheric vibe. Because we're truly dealing with the ethers. And we're dealing with the ethers and you're connected. Then things come out of your DNA, your genetic code makeup. Mm-hmm. So, without further ado, I'm gonna play a little music first. Because we didn't get to play the music last night. So we're gonna play Return of the Black Sun. So on our year review songs a little later. But you're tuning into year review part 2. Last night was a Stone Cold blast.
Brothers out there, that mothership.
What
Niggas out here on this other shit. Hold on. I ain't heard it. I don't want to play one of the year cap songs. I want to play is
Jaden Smith.
I ain't doing See? Hello? James? You can hear me? Here we go. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, while we getting that together, I was also waiting for the other masses, my brothers, to come on board. I don't know, they was just there. They always there when we bullshitting around. You know what I mean? When we started to do a show, when we building and bullshitting around, they would come when it's live. Hopefully they'll be in here in a second. You know? If not, I definitely got some shit to kick it about. And got the brother James Owens, aka Absuanu. He in the building, but you know he gonna introduce himself in a second. Let's go.
You over here talking to me about and no episode. Or who bet? Do you?
Do you? He said, "Yeah, right." But do you? Right, but do you? So he's saying, "Do." Yes, sir. But yeah, man, people out here glitching, man. Man, oh man, oh man. You know, it's one thing to be about something or have a different opinion or be opinionated or to disagree. But to But to just to be outright, I'm gonna use his word. He like to say dissatisfied or just outright ignorant. I ain't even gonna say ignorance. Ignorant. Take it back. Ignorant. Bluetooth ain't on. It'll be on because I said it's not on. You just was playing your music from my phone. Yeah, but then it just ain't coming through there. You can still play it. It was loud. Bluetooth ain't on though, so let's turn it off. Even when you eardropped, I don't know how you did it because Bluetooth wasn't on. It just showed that. But we got upgrades. What's that? Black song? Play Black song? Yeah, and I'll get back to what I was saying after this song. You go ahead and finish it. I'm just buying. Give me some time. What? Say something, Anu. Real quick. She getting us up. There's nothing going on there. Here you go.
Well, I'm actually waiting for everybody else to come in so I can find out what we're gonna talk about, so I can get into what we're gonna be talking about.
Meet your phone real quick. Called Return of the Black Sun. Made by Fatima Maki. Exclusive. As always. All right, people. I know you love that. That vibe, that beat. Everybody on Facebook be bigging that beat up. Like, who is that? Who made that? Well, exclusive. Fatima Makti, Alien MC shit. Alien MC shit. Michael and Crisis shit on deck. You know what I mean? But I don't know, somebody phone me. Like I was saying earlier, people just be blatantly not I wouldn't say stuck. It's stuck, but more like in your own way stuck. And some people, if that's where you at, that's where you at. That's good for me. Like if that's where you stuck at, or that's what you where you want to be, but you're in tune, that's good. But when you get into the to this when you get into the part of denouncing or try to fight your truths with my truths, and my truth is a lot higher than your truth, or maybe higher or way higher than your truth, then how can you denounce that? Like, how can you be dissatisfied? How can you go against it? How can you go against it when you don't even in the truth yourself?
You still searching, so somebody else can also present a fact that may be different or on a higher level or a broader perspective than your fact. Like that's why I say you better just let some stay in their way. The thing is, when someone argues their way, it's because they don't feel firm in it. That's why they ask questions when they're arguing.
Exactly. How you gonna ask a question, and how you gonna ask a question
They also don't have
and
facts.
then gonna say,
But
well,
then
you
you're
don't know
asking
the answer, or
questions.
that's not true. I think it's like Elijah says, don't ask me no question that you already got the answer to.
Right.
That you're not, because you're not gonna accept my answer when I give it to you, because you already got your answer with
You
it.
already got your answer.
So you're just trying to shine it,
But
set
sometimes,
somebody up to.
most of the time, when people ask questions like that, they'll go start the research. So it's a good way. You know, you can look at it in a good way too. So people will go back and research and look into their see that they was wrong. And for instance, several times have said to me things that I was incorrect. And then for instance, he was saying that I said that we all are Christ. It's for us to step into the Christ consciousness. And he said, where you see that at? How I never read that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I bet you if you go look in Holy Tablets, you'll be able to found it. Everything that we go back. That I mean, that's just how that brother get it. But nobody got time for none of that. Like personal ego trips. People that want to argue, debate, they ask questions or and where they are, then you can let them stay and where they are and keep it moving. We know now it's this new sun cycle. That means that our beings are being evolved as well, not just the sun. We are the sun people. You know what I'm saying? So our insides or our structures are being formed too. So I was just not going to allow anybody to pull me in that direction that they want to pull you in. And sometimes people need to get it. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad.
Sometimes that's the only way
That's the only way some people get it is with arguing. Earlier today, my daughter was saying, she said, I didn't used to, she said, she said to me, I didn't get it when you said it all nice and sweet. But when you bought that bass, I might not like how you said it, but it made me think when I went back to the room and it was like, aha, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't always got to be sweet and all that, but it's still love. You know what I'm saying? That go back to people wanting to just be these fairy people. And then somebody argue with you, and then you be like, why are you arguing? Why are you mad? What? You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous. So I think people just and they talk about they Christ, they ma'am all this. But
it ain't even that.
but I'm just saying that people just want this fantasy world.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm not taking away from
No, I know you're not, but I'm saying that people just want the fantasy world.
I wanted to bring a point in what you said.
The fantasy world. They want to live in this fantasy reality, and you could do that. Do that as much as you want. Do it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to come and I just don't get it. It's really redundant.
Oh, you want to say a person's getting mad, right? But it ain't that the person's getting mad that you're not getting it or that you don't get. No, that could be frustrating. That could be a part of the madness.
Yeah.
But the madness comes in because how you down the spectrum motherfucker get mad when they give you the answer and you go, oh man, you bitch ass niggas, get out of here with that suck ass fake shit. You niggas sound like a bunch of sissy. And then like out of nowhere you start assaulting the other person.
With their cognition.
I'm not supposed to be mad or get angry.
It creates a dissonance in their cognition. It's like you pull the rug under somebody's feet, and then they say, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? They get mad a little bit when a nigga fall.
Oh, but that's the shit he think.
Anybody fall, they get mad first. When you fall, when you trip, you be mad as fuck. That's all it is, yeah. And so I understand that. I understand that, or whatever fancy word a nigga want to use. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's where they at. But ain't nobody pulling you in. You ain't pulling me into that. Like if you need to go ahead and argue, go ahead and do that.
Nah, all these Prince niggas got a sickness.
Yeah, the Prince. But even if you look at history, right? If you look at history, and you read about the princes in history, they always was the assholes. Always the ones fucking up the kingdom. Be careful what you choose to call yourself, because you're going to prove it to yourself.
The only psycho prince I understood was Prince, the sign shit.
He even changed his name to a symbol, so he wasn't even no longer Prince. He was a symbol. He
was weird, but
he was the Ankh.
He had some shit to say though. He was the one that first put us on to that 1999 thing. You know what I mean? Besides, Doc in the works, but on a world view,
right?
Prince had everybody on that 1999 the world gonna end type shit. Is over.
It did.
Party like it's
another world.
All lost in the source, but he was saying something else within those words because he was saying purple rain, the rain, like. You know what I mean? The purple.
It could be flipped many ways. That 1999.
Purple was that old light. This nigga's an old program.
Yeah. Wait a while, got time for that. And then people be like, "I thought you said you love everybody." It's Suge. Like you don't even understand. I should. You don't understand none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think that love, like you can do whatever you do, and I'm supposed to be this quiet church ass mouse and not say nothing. Nigga, that ain't love. That's punk. That's something different. That's fear. That's some devil shit. Yeah. Fuck out of here with that.
Trying to scare niggas with the scare tactics.
What the fuck?
Like, god damn, nigga. We went in with enough of that with the oppressors, with the masses.
They became the
devil. False flagging, fake news. False flagging, fake news. False flagging, fake news. That's all.
I ain't got time for that shit. That's you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't really want it like that. They play motherfucking keyboard games. You know what I'm saying? Now they got cameras and microphones, so they put that to it. You know what I'm saying? They really MCs. They the rejects. They the reject MCs and shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? They try to make a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead with that fucking shit.
Ass niggas.
I don't care about that shit. Nigga, you can go back and forth in the whole tablets all day long, nigga. That's a spell book too. Get trapped in that spell too. Don't give a fuck what book you pick up. You can get lost in the sauce. Period. Battle that.
There's a lot of battling going on.
You talk about the cops came looking for you. That you bitching ass nigga. They coming to get their folks.
Nah, he said he was looking for him. He was looking for Dr. York to land.
It's something Elijah had said earlier. Elijah said agent. That means amen. When motherfuckers in the Matrix, they jumped into anybody. Nigga sitting in the car, he jumped in the body, he still was an agent. You ain't even know you was. Niggas be working free. Be working for free. Nobody got time for that.
Yeah, niggas be motherfuckers be working for free.
Right.
You got free agents and you got agents on the roll or a payroll.
Right.
Motherfuckers that are payroll be on the roll. You know what I'm saying? But then you got motherfuckers that fly for free. They free agents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that have no expense, you know, because they fly for free. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the false data. That's the false data. You know what I'm saying? That's the false data. You know what I mean? False data.
You're stuck in
Mm-hmm.
any damn book. Niggas be trying to this day, Nas, all that shit. They even rhyme. They niggas be so lost. They be trying to rhyme and write like Jay-Z. They don't even have their own identity. Niggas be like Dr. York
Yeah.
and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Hove is nothing spectacular for real, for real. Hove is really nothing spectacular
Right.
for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing spectacular for real. You know what I'm saying? These other motherfuckers more spectacular than that. That tear the booth up. You know what I'm saying? Hold it up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And tie their tongues up. You know what I'm saying? Before they tooth cup. Mm-hmm. Before they tooth up. Mm-hmm.
To the two fuck.
Mm-hmm. Man, he need your teeth filled. They need your teeth filled. Filling the tooth. Filling the tooth. Mm-hmm. Well, the filling of the tooth before the roof up. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I guess I'm being in a little while, but no, I just started up anyway, kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we can still
Oh.
get to how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Day.
Yeah, five Sparky D. Sparky D. Five Sparky D. Mm-hmm.
I
Sparky
just
D.
died. This nigga like so laughing. Like really, it's niggas want to argue what's in the fucking book. You be like, how you fucking gonna argue with somebody else wrote though?
Right. Right. Exactly. All they have right now is you got right knowledge.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? All they have right now is you got right knowledge. So, I mean, still in all, it had to come from you because point blank simple is going to be
Right.
about you.
You're right. Come from
Know
yourself.
what I'm saying? Regardless of
Right. When it
titles,
comes from
attributes, and all that shit, it's still going to be about you
right.
when it boiled down to it. When the motherfucker boiled down to it, when you get to the giddy up, that's what it's going to be about. Know what I'm saying? It's going to be about you and only you because you're going to be there with you when things is taking place in regards to you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how they
The thought, you put the thought in
guarding
your
you.
mind when you
You know what
read
I'm
what was in the
saying?
book. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the old man said when you make it would come from
people
yourself.
they put this spell over themselves. That
Right.
niggas be wilding out. Some niggas go crazy. Everybody know a crazy Christian.
Right.
Everybody know a crazy Muslim. And now I know a lot of crazy motherfucking Nubians. Niggas be wilding.
Yeah, niggas is dumb wilding. He's dumb wilding. They bugging out. Hey, right. Fuck you mean?
And they got
He-
supercharged now. Super Saiyan bugging.
The old man said
Oh, you
when you
can.
make
uh,
when you make the true connection, it will come from yourself. It will come from your DNA. You'll remember. You'll start to tell the story yourself.
that's based on an
So what?
agreement. That's based on agreement. Motherfuckers tell
Well,
the elite,
they talking
the
about
elite
DNA
know there's an
explosion.
agreement. You know what I'm saying? The elite know
Niggas is
that
talking
there's an
about
agreement.
DNA, and they don't know what DNA explosion is. because then the information, if you look at a binary code or a DNA code, it looks like some scientific shit that got something in the brain for every part. Like you got some motherfucking deep ass mathematics. And part of it, they call it junk because they don't know what it is. They don't know what the use of it is. You know what I'm saying? So you look at this shit, and when your DNA explodes, you are the book. All of that information comes out of you. Not you reading in a book to deal aha moment. No. You might read the book in an explosion, but what's in you is going to come out of you and it's going to form a again. You become the living soul.
Right.
Not just you worshiping as, that has that title, El Raul Shalanu. You are El Raul Shalanu.
Yeah. The El Raul, the El Raul Shalanu is what motherfuckers is escaping right now. Now I'm saying 99.9% of the motherfuckers are escaping the El Raul Shalanu. Know what I'm saying? They're escaping that. That's even mentioned in the motherfucking pocket of this low hat and the holy tablets. That's in the Rahu, the Ruhu Allah.
Yep.
Is in pocket this low hat. That's what 99.9%, 9 to 9 power 9 percentage of motherfuckers are avoiding. Is that? See?
Really titles, really
Nine look,
if you knew about the
99.9% of motherfuckers are avoiding that. They're avoiding that because that's what's on deck.
The soul
that's
has
what,
no title.
You
feel me? Like niggas we talk about, they want to put a name to a soul. A soul don't have no motherfucking title. It is.
Of course.
When that don't mean that when is when. That's what its fucking
Of
name is. And that's why they call it the spirit.
Of course.
So
Yet the pronunciation, the pronunciations are part of the procedure. Feel me?
Right.
When you gotta put a motherfucker under and what do you call it? We gotta put him under paralysis. You gotta put a motherfucker under paralysis just to operate. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers need operation. We in the time frame, motherfuckers need operation. Motherfuckers need to be operated on.
They be in their sleep shit.
Literally.
Yes, they need to go to sleep. They need to go to motherfucking sleep. That's why when some people when they go to sleep, they astral travel. And some motherfuckers is dead than a motherfucker. Don't even remember that they went.
Certain toes we gotta hold fast to.
Different levels of sleep. These niggas be asleep with their eyes open.
Yeah, I gotta go.
They blind as a motherfucker. And they choose to be blind. Cause you choose that shit. Cause all you gotta do is shut the fuck up. Put your mouth and open your ears. If you fucking arguing, you're not listening, nigga. You listening to yourself. You ain't even a smart fucking argument, motherfucker. Like, nigga, come on. Nigga, you want to battle words? And you don't even listen. And you said you're not a motherfucking devil. Shit. You feel me? Everything that he says seems right. Beautiful. Love. I love you, nigga. I love you, dog. Confusing ass. You know what I'm saying? The fucking whisperer ain't gotta be silent. Or the fucking whisperer can be deaf to yourself.
Yeah. You're right.
You
And
suggesting that shit to you
you're right.
chose to be
You're right.
asleep.
And you know what? That that shit there applies to the motherfuckers that adhere to that. Know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that adhere to that, that's who that applies to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's right. That's who that applies to. You know what I'm saying? That's who that shit applies to. And that's the case. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? It applies to. The motherfuckers that deal with that, that's where they are with it.
That's what it applies
Cause
to.
yeah, that's where they are with it because that's what it's gonna be for them. Know what I'm saying? That's what's going. That's all it's gonna be for them is that shit. That you know what I mean?
Wait, let's go back because
You know,
let me go back. Let me
that's
tell you
cosmic
how part
rambling.
of it
That's
started. Because let me tell you how part of it started. Because the nigga first he was like, "Oh, you Fatima." He was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "I found you in the holy." Everything that I was saying, the holy tablets. He was finding in the holy tablet. He was like, "Fatima." You know what I'm saying? So he was doing that shit, right? So then the nigga gonna tell me what the fuck my purpose is. Me what the fuck I'm doing. In the holy tablets, you just found that the Fatima is the commander. Not saying I'm over some motherfucking body, but that's what you said. Then with the commander, you ain't even a smart soldier, nigga. Cause the that gives you the commands to tell you what the fuck to do. That's what I told him.
yeah,
You
right.
ain't even a smart motherfucking soldier.
He not even
You
smart.
had to go to
He
jail for
not
selling
even.
drugs. You dumb as fuck.
Yeah, right.
You
He
a
not even a
bird.
smart fucking. He fucking
You
bird.
not even a smart fucking soldier, nigga.
Well, he not even fucking like nigga.
Nigga, I know niggas
Fuck
like you.
you.
I ain't gotta be your dumbass to know you.
Word,
I
word.
am you, nigga. I tap into your mindset, nigga. Fuck you gonna tell me what my fucking that's like you telling me when to breathe, nigga. Who the fuck you think you are? You ain't what? These bird ass niggas. And then they try to bring this street shit and they talk about love. Nigga, you where your niggas at from the street then? Cause the niggas that you really fuck with be talking like you, nigga. You ain't gotta recruit no motherfucking team, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Go get your mans. I tell you what kind of man you are. That front shit you fronting with, I tell you everything about you from your friend. Get your main man too. Fucking birds. Niggas want to
Yeah,
argue some shit. Niggas want to argue some shit, but to get food stamps. You want to talk
he's
about some
bird.
shit you got and
I
you
wish
got
I
your
get some
back.
fucking
Then
food
tell that
stamps.
motherfucker
Yo,
to let you hit the lottery next week if you're
yo,
steady
I
eating
wish I get some
motherfucking
fucking food stamps right now.
all the goodness you say you do. Nah, cause this fucking fantasy shit gotta go. No, the fantasy
Yeah,
world gotta go.
yeah, it's out the window.
Motherfuckers
It's
want to
out the
say you
window.
fucking
Yeah, it's out
fantasy.
the window. That
These
shit's out the window.
motherfuckers is playing it for real tough. Don't want to get out the seat. Don't want to pee. They got parked. They don't want to lose their life. They in the game hard. They don't want to lose a life. They playing hard as shit, man. I gotta go to bed, man. I don't want to lose. If I push pause, you be all in your motherfucking mind. If I push pause, that shit, nah. Fuck that. This go fuck up the rotate. Nah, you hate when you want that shit. You don't want to be stirred. Disturbed. You be straight in that motherfucking screen. You fucking program. And robots and know some shit and argue and all that shit. Fucking
Yeah.
robots. That you read the manual, motherfucker. When you told me, when the motherfucker tell me they know the whole holy tablets, they know the whole Bible, when they know the motherfucking program, you read the fucking manual.
What? If you know all that shit like that, listen. But that's like when Polite came out. When Polite came out and Polite is spitting, blah, I'm like, yo, how the fuck you just go from that to that? Get the fuck out of here. Listen, I'm
But what
not
I do
saying.
respect is that nigga
Listen,
got a
I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying that.
yeah.
Motherfucker ain't got the ability to do something. You know what I mean?
Right.
We not going to even discuss the barytheric gland. You know what I'm saying? That's something that was taught to me about the barytheric gland. Coming from the inception. So but you able to come out like that and just spit the boo. Nah, something going on.
Right.
Something going on. I'm just acknowledging the fact that there's something is going on.
I got a photographic memory. Damn, niggas be, you know what I'm saying? I could walk past a
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker 2 weeks ago and see him again, maybe 2 years later. I could tell them where I saw what they had on, everything. But I ain't sitting there memorizing no motherfucking book to be walking around. And I hate them kind of motherfuckers. They witnesses of the conscious world. Motherfuckers want to just quote some shit all the time. Fly it, nigga. Did you really?
Yeah, you gotta go inside. You gotta go inside. You gotta go inside. I just came. I just came literally. I just closed my bathroom door. I just closed my bathroom door. Literally, I just closed my bathroom door. Turned the light off. I was coming out the bathroom. I closed the bathroom door, turned the light off, and I was like, "Oh shit, boom!" Because we have this big ass mirror in the bathroom. Now I'm saying, it's like, shit, gotta get to the mirror.
You see yourself right, the mirror.
Know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to go see the people about me. I had to go see the people. We were just out here having a discussion a little while ago. In Tamil. You know what I'm saying? Got have a discussion with yourself. Know what I'm saying? About what the business is. Because that's
right.
the only way it's going to take place in office. Know what I'm saying? Who's more powerful? The owner of the company or the secretary? The secretary, because the secretary knows all the secrets. See?
All everything, right.
Secretary knows all the motherfucking secrets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, got the files. Those are X files.
Got the
X files become files. Shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Z files. Z files.
That's what I originally wrote on.
Right.
Well, the Z files. Got to go all into them crates.
Mm-hmm.
That's the DJ. Really? The secretary. She said everything. She know where to get it. Yeah, or he, whoever secretary. They know where to go get it. Bring it up. Make copies.
Look, there's about to be an event.
It's just real crazy.
Look, there's about to be an event soon. There's going to be a grand event soon. That's going to shock the nation. And that's only going to be the starter part.
We was saying, since this is a review, niggas would go back and review. We was telling them it was going to be a bad winter. That was going to snow everywhere.
Yeah, well, they need to get in contact with that. They need to get in contact with that bateau. That battle. That battle is soul. They gotta get in contact with that soul. That battle is that BA. That's that's soul. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get in contact with that thing there, especially when it comes to the etheric double.
Yeah, that's a fact.
On a mental, on a mental. You know what I'm saying?
Piggyback off what Five said real quick about the Prince York show earlier, and that's a review of what she just you was talking about the winter storm, the winter kings, all them posters you was writing about the winter. You said on there today, he said, "What you think?" They had an Artic blast. The dude said, "Why?" Dude was on Prince York shit live earlier, and he said, "Why you the thing just, he said, look at the weather. It's shit going on that your pops was talking about. Was trying to happening right now. He said, like, blast. He like, why you think they blast? What that mean? Because he was talking about the Arctic and the melting in the Arctics and all that, and then he went into the Arctic blast. He
but
said
all the
that
blasts come
means
from
that
ice
has
caps.
to be coming off the Arctic.
Yeah, it's come from the ice caps. It's come from the polar ice caps. You know what I'm saying? According to them, the polar ice caps been melting. According to them. Now I'm saying shit been falling in the water, shit been dropping in the ocean, all that shit. Now I'm saying, so if that's the case, then that's gonna be coming upstream. Now I'm saying that's gonna be coming upstream. Now I'm saying that's an eventual tsunami. That's an eventual tsunami. Now I'm saying that shit is common sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the shit they don't address, won't address. Why they not addressing that? Now I'm saying if like I said, if they coming in contact with an extraterrestrial that's incarcerated, then they should be getting incarcerated extraterrestrial information coming from a being that's incarcerated. That's an extraterrestrial. You know what I'm saying? If they have access, if they're prone to this motherfucking information that's taking place, then they should be establishing it. You
But
know what I'm
that ain't
saying?
even sound
They should
right.
be.
It's what I'm saying is that ain't even okay. Because listen, not what you said, but what they, was if they he said that many beings incarnated in him, reincarnated, and his physical shell never changed.
Yeah, and that was the thing, because when he was saying that, he was talking to those that would be exactly the same way as him. Now,
But that's why
is
I
this, you know what
said
I'm saying?
if they say it's a body in a prison, and what spirit is in that? Because we see in the holy tablets, he said he going back to his city. He went back to his
Yeah,
city. So
he said a lot of he said a lot of things. He said a lot of things in the Holy Tablets. He said a lot of
Right,
things
right,
in the
right,
Holy Tablet. And Pocket this low had, there's a lot of things said. Yeah, there's a lot of things said in there. A lot of things said in there. There's a lot of things stated in there. There's a lot of things stated in there. You know, and that's the thing, like you were just saying, as far as different beings coming through, exactly, because there was different beings coming through, stating and saying a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things stated in there. A lot of different things stated in there.
right.
For real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different things said in there. Oh,
But I'm saying, like, if like, you know what I'm saying, if that being, they
yeah,
gotta pay attention. Like, that's why I'm saying people be reading the manual just to be the reciters of the manual, maybe to catch someone else's attention and may take
right,
them to another level. That's
right,
it.
right, right,
It
right.
ain't always me,
Yeah,
bruh. You don't
right.
know
That's for
my
that portion.
level.
Yeah, that's for that portion. That
Right.
might be a
I
one.
ain't no level.
That might be one and a half. That might be one and a half, motherfucker. You might reach one and a half, motherfucker. You know,
Right.
what I learned, you might reach one and a half, motherfucker. You come in contact with five motherfuckers and reach one and a half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Reach one and a half.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers
Might.
hear you.
Whoa. You
Right.
And not even
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Too,
Right.
to add on, then you also got to deal with the doubles
Right.
and the clones, and we know
Yeah, but
they come with complications. They come with complications.
That's
They
why
come
you,
with the sickness. They come with the forgetful memory.
CPR.
Adding on, because he would be talking about things that are taking place if he's sending anything out.
Right.
it's
Not
always
it
good and bad.
wouldn't teach or pass on another lesson, actual facts. The actual facts should be actual events or the actual things, because a lot
What's
of
taking
different
place?
things
What's happening?
past
What's
this
taking
on
place? What's
certain
happening?
dates took place that he would have been right and talking about. They ain't talk about no super moons, no blue moons, no red moons, no No nothing. 2 sons, nothing. They still. This nigga Deucer was just live before we started. Still talking about fucking reparations and setting up nations and fuck out of here under one flag, nigga. You say everything good until you say under that one flag. Under the one flag, what's coming next? In my I told Father about the motherfucker. Then watch. Yeah, you're in. You in. And listen, man. Reparations. But what he was saying was real. The history, but we still doing history. The story, you doing the same shit. You talking about the same shit. And
Well, who was saying was real?
Everyone kind of. No, the information he was giving was real, right? But what I'm saying is the part.
Who, Deucer? Deuce ain't giving nothing real, son. Deuce ain't giving nothing. Listen, Deuce is adverse. Deuce is adverse. He adverse to the true and living Messiah.
You didn't hear what he was
saying. They adverse to the true living Messiah.
What he was teaching was true. What he was teaching and saying, how he was breaking it down.
He ain't speaking about nothing.
He was saying was true. It was true, but what he was saying was
about the reparations.
What he was saying about the whip, bam, boom in the head was to come under the flag.
Yeah, that sound good. That sound good. Allegory. That sound good. That sound good. Allegory. That sound good. Allegory. Is either you esoteric or you exoteric. Is either you exoteric or you esoteric. Feel me? It's either you esoteric or you exoteric. That shit he's saying is sound good information. That shit is sound good information. Word to mother, that shit is sound good information. That's how they trick niggas. They can have everybody up in their coots and their hoots and all that shit. They have everybody in their hut. Everybody in their motherfucking hut and motherfucking agree with them. Fuck out of here with that shit. No, that's not what it is. That's Damon Pryor, nigga. That's Damon with Pryor, nigga.
Bro. I said what he was saying.
That's the nigga that came in. Hey, fuck out of here. We live, right?
Yeah, we live.
Right?
We always live. We always live.
Or the mother. No, that shit ain't right. That shit emphatically now cipher. That shit is emphatically now. Listen, that shit is emphatically now cipher. You know what I'm saying? Damon Pryor is not nothing in regards to anything when it comes to the Starship system. Nigga. No, not saying you said. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you said. I'm just saying that motherfucker is not relevant or in accordance to the Starship situation going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Right.
Damn straight.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, paperwork, that shit don't matter. Establish shit. Someone show me where is official. No one can show you where's official. You ain't gonna scatter. Nah, fuck out of here. Scallywag. Had me scallywagged out on some and the paperwork. It gets done this way and we do this and this is what it is. And fuck out of here with that shit. Oh, yeah, shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck out of here. Deucer. Basim. Fuck out of here. We live, right? So eventually he'll hit. Basim, he'll hit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. More shit. Ain't paper. Ain't establishing nothing. Marcus Garvey been came through. If motherfucker ain't get established since Marcus, then how the fuck you gonna get established now? Come on. That's not even happening. That shit is bogus. That shit is corny. That shit is fucking whack. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't hold no, that shit has no nothing. Fuck out of here. Nigga, Marcus Garvey came through on that note. How long ago Marcus Garvey, if a motherfucker do the math, how long ago Marcus Garvey came through on that? Huh? And that's when niggas spitting, get the fuck out now. You talking about that now? Marcus already came through on that before the COINTELPRO was even created. With Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Before COINTELPRO. That shit came due before COINTELPRO was even created. According to the script, according to the records, according to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Right, son. Right.
Oh, files and all that shit, man. What's coming around the
Yeah,
corner?
right.
What's coming around the corner is going to come around the corner, regardless. That's the way it has to happen. That's the way it takes place, regardless. Regardless of how it come around the corner, it's going to come around the corner the way it takes place, coming around the corner, when it comes around the corner, when it comes around the corner, taking place. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. Should have had a beat for that, right? Make a beat to that. I got more form.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more storms coming for him. And that shit is not for play. There's more storms coming for him.
Nah. Yeah.
Shit, not for play. More storms coming for him.
Yeah. Like storm in their mind too.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
storm in their mind. That's what's going on.
Uh,
Prepare for that.
uh,
Stop.
auto shut. Auto shut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The universe is in you. I mean, all of the planets that are aligned, the energy of that is in you. Then you are Anu too.
Right. Right. Fucking right.
Not
Because,
no
I mean,
motherfucking fantasy shit.
right.
You are you are Absu. You are Ansar, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But then not everybody can tap into that.
Oh, yeah.
And which one are you?
You
Yeah,
graduated.
it'll be better
Because
because
you
they
still
thought,
make
yeah.
you. You still make you.
Mm-hmm.
You still create
Yeah.
your reality. Niggas be talking about they living in. You know what I'm saying? Like they fight with spears and chucks and shit. It's 11-11.
16. Yeah.
11-11.
Wow. And not
Yeah,
only
but some of us
16.
do. Some of us do. Cause
Yeah.
yo, for real. Cause there's plenty of faces. There's plenty of faces. Plenty of faces. Motherfucker get close to me enough. Know what I mean? Or plenty of faces. Or plenty of faces. See, motherfucker in the flesh is different. Very different.
It's
Now,
always
at this
different.
degree, it's different. Know what I'm saying? At this degree, it's different. Know what I'm saying? You ain't be better off how you are.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Be better off how you are. Know what I'm saying? What? You gotta fuck with you and only you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a De La Soul principle.
That's all
Me,
you gotta
myself,
fuck
and
with.
I.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Me,
Me,
myself, and
myself, and
I.
I.
Me, myself, and I. Shit. The more I got in contact with me, myself, and I, the more and more I started seeing Sasquatch run through the grass. You know what I'm saying? Man, motherfucking said he running through the fucking forest. Going rampant. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm getting in contact more. Feel me? Mm-hmm.
Right. When you see you.
You see you. Yeah. Huh?
Well, niggas be on a different because that's another part of it. Because it was a thing on Facebook with the 5%ers, and one of the guys said he said black man is not the devil, white man. I said you the devil too. He's like what? Emphatically now cipher. I was like nah, bruh. The original man created the devil. from
Right.
himself.
Yeah, right. And the visual man is God, then the visual man is devil too.
Devil too.
Because the
So
visual
I
man,
said, well, who is Yakub then? Because you learn about Yakub. Who's Yakub? Was Yakub an original man? So I said, you don't
and that's
even
the
know the
thing,
shit you
because
say you know. You don't know it. You didn't
mm-hmm,
knowledge it. You put a ledge to your knowledge. You know a
mm-hmm,
ledge. You can't
unless
go
they know.
past that. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unless
I
they
said, I know
know.
your shit. Right. I said, if your lessons ain't outdated and they don't need a, or you need to get out of that and see past that, then what's the population of North America? Ain't that in the 114?
Right. Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yup. Yup. Right. I was more sight. Right. Right. Yup.
What's the man in North America? You know what I'm saying? That
North
changed.
America.
So why you went?
Yeah.
Why
What's
you
the what's
still?
the
Yeah.
yeah? What's the population colored man in North? And that's crazy.
Right.
Mm.
So you supposed to stay there.
As,
And I said,
president right now is a colored
they
man.
going back and forth with me. They mad. They mad. So I'm like, okay. So I said, the black woman is a son too. How could she have a son if she wasn't a son?
Yeah. And
A
that's
moon is
sense.
a day. It don't give life.
Yeah, that's sense. So the bubble is fire all day. The bubble is fire all day. In a sense, I would say the bubble is
Right.
fire all day. I would say that's it gets lit when it comes to moms. Is on deck. Point blank simple. Regardless
Yeah.
of anyone's ideology or thought pattern, still in all,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. That's mandatory. That's a given. That's
Right.
automatic. Or it should be automatic, but it's not gonna be automatic for
Fuck.
most. That's why the
Right.
fuckery gotta take place, because the fuckery is taking place. You know what I'm saying?
It always
The fuckery gotta come in now because the fuckery is taking place. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
crazy fuckery going on right now. So since there's crazy fuckery
Mm-hmm.
going on right now, there has to be crazy fuckery that needs to take place. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Right.
there's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
from this point on. There's gonna be a lot of fuckery going
It always is.
on, but this time around, it's gonna be
It's
different.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit gonna be very different. This shit gonna be this
Very
thing
different.
here. This thing here
Very
is the
different.
whole fast manifestation of what is. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole fast manifestation of what is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fast manifestation of what is. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. It is what it is. Hey.
Niggas funny passing out other address. They ain't even their address. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
How you passing out other people address? They need your address.
Yeah. All that wild shit. That shit is
So
crazy.
that's why. But he said we wanna did y'all talk? We did the Rifka thing. Really, the year started with Prince York for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah.
Prince
Yeah,
York,
start with
Ended
Prince.
with Chris
Yeah,
Short.
start with
and
Prince.
it ended with Prince York. Yeah, it started with
Yeah,
that bullshit
yeah.
on
First two
YouTube.
again. Started with him and
Yeah,
Gambino.
with Amadi. With
Right.
Amadi. With Six
Was it with
Yeah.
Dynasty. Amadi. Yeah, Amadi.
Yeah.
Six Dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it was
Yeah.
what was the brother?
Oh no, which one? Saru.
Asaru
Nine
Nine
Ether.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's
So
it.
yeah, 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 yeah. So not
Asaru
Ether.
Nine Ether brought him on it, and
Yeah,
we was
yeah,
all on
yeah,
a call.
yeah.
We was all on YouTube live, and he was like, "Okay, we had Prince York in the building." All of a sudden, this nigga get on the phone. Oh,
Yeah, Gunny.
Gunny.
Yeah, we talked about
Uh,
Gunny too
So
last
I
week.
come on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, Prince York." I was like, nigga." I was like, "This nigga came in here like, we all supposed to salute the motherfucking." Yeah, I mean, so what, nigga? He was like, "Yeah, I heard y'all had some questions for me." I said, you came on the phone. You got questions for us. What you mean?
He said, I was
What?
some of my father's people on the phone that love my father. That was like,
What you know?
they was
Nothing.
like, yeah, but
He don't even speak to his father. We live right now.
nah,
This nigga Prince York don't even
he
speak
don't.
to his father. He don't even talk to him. And the motherfucker that he do speak to, that he think he speak to, he ain't even speaking to.
Right.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm
I
saying?
just want to see one picture. Just
Wow,
one.
Hey,
man.
it's
Not enough
one.
for just one.
Listen, man. Like, all right,
Just
people
one.
take this
Just
code
one.
thing for a joke, man. But real
Can
talk,
we
man.
just get at least one? One. Fuck
Right. A
that. Just
profile for
one.
your side view. You mean like something, just one. Like
Something.
even I heard you last night. Like
Something.
even okay, they don't allow cameras on the grounds. Can we get a picture of you about to go through the?
Exactly. They don't allow cameras on the ground. Get the fuck out of
Interesting.
here.
Yeah. Like,
Nigga
Look.
on
You,
hold
you,
on. The nigga on it was an article I was reading about somebody that was released from that ADX Max. This nigga pictures.
yeah, it's
He
plenty of
got
pictures.
visitor pictures.
It's plenty of motherfuckers that got pictures.
Can
Plenty
you
of
tell
motherfuckers
me
that got
in
pictures.
Colorado? You ain't even got to do it near the yeah, take a picture near Colorado. Like, you just on my way to see my dad. You know what I'm saying? Something. Show a visitor pass, a picture of a visitor pass. I'm quite sure you could snap
Something.
that out with you. You feel me?
Right.
Like all this, see, here's proof I went to visit my father. Secret too, nigga? Why is that top secret?
Right. Right. That's to
Okay, can't do
show
no picture. So
something.
people is it so okay, so people say since we saying about the picture, so niggas is saying just near the ground. Okay, nigga, I know you can put some money in the fucking vending machine and get one of them shit before you get up that motherfucker. Hey, prison right like that, motherfucker. Get a
Right.
card now. They updated. Now you gotta buy the picture card.
It won't matter. Still need to see a picture.
Right,
Still need to see a photo.
right. A photo.
Still need to see a photo. Wait, simple.
Oh yeah,
At
he
least
had
one.
inbox Mookie. He inboxed whom Mookie pretty short recently, telling them to stop talking about that stuff that his father in jail.
Oh yeah. Uh, uh,
Why him though?
uh.
Why?
He said that
Just saying that
because
on the internet.
he
Many
said that
motherfuckers is saying that on the
they'll stop
internet.
supporting. He said because they'll stop supporting.
Right,
They'll stop
right,
supporting.
right.
Exactly, supporting you.
But I'm saying, but I'm okay though, because plenty motherfuckers saying that on the internet that ain't that his father's not in jail.
Yeah, he ain't about his father. Real for real. Know what I'm
Right.
saying? He ain't about his pops.
You know,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
making the move. He waking people up. They don't want that shit. They don't want that shit.
Yeah, that shit. That's all they revamping. They revamp that. Oh, that's what they do. They hold.
I
They
told you
revamp.
they got their
They
new date
revamp.
up. 9
Yeah, they
19
revamp. They
2020.
revamp.
Right.
Exactly. They revamp.
So he
They
gotta be in
revamp.
there two more years. Right. Keep niggas on the edge long as they can.
Mm-hmm. 2020. 2020. Them motherfuckers
If
revamp.
you got good ideas, if you got good ideas and you think people want to get together and all of this, then you can still do that, but you ain't gotta
And see,
just
that's the
like
thing because you shouldn't want to get anyone together because motherfuckers gonna come to you regardless. Motherfuckers come to
right
me regardless.
regardless.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers come to me regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's not on some, you know, me shit. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers
Right.
come to me regardless. Regardless.
Yeah. Right.
Regardless.
That
I'm
happened to me.
saying
Mm.
hey, that's I mean, it's a regardless thing. Like regardless, it's gonna just you know what I mean, that's what it is. I mean,
Mhm.
these motherfuckers playing don't even matter. Got something for them. Don't even matter. Got something for them. You know what I'm saying? Cause that just has
It happened
how
anyway. It
it has
happens
to go.
anyway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Has to go that way. Motherfucker heart had to be fixated a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Motherfucker heart have to be situated a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Or motherfucker heart gotta be situated a certain kind of way. You know what I mean?
The heart is the first brain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You speak your heart. You speak your heart,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that heart is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup. That's what had to be.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Yup.
It was
Mm-mm.
that I think, and then it was the same with Yashua.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what after that happened after that. Um, I don't know. It's just been a lot going on. A lot going on. We
Mm-hmm.
had like it was like one day was 16 below.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Couldn't go outside for a minute. It felt colder than that.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Then like today, you go outside, all the snow melted, everything. It's like it feel like 50 degrees. But they saying it's 30, but it feel like too sunny, like you don't have to wear your coat a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, son. We was on the phone last night, and you said you was talking about the government shutting down, and that shit shut down.
Oh, the
Mm-hmm.
government shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
12,
they shut
12,
down.
12.
Yeah, they
Last
shut
night,
that. Yeah,
in
they shut
October,
down.
44, we started to get up the
Mm-hmm.
shut down like 12:01. They said 12 something.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and talk about
Yeah.
that. And they
Government
was
had it
talking
shut
about,
down.
and they was talking, and the year started off with that Bitcoin shit. We had Louis on
Government
the show, and we was
look,
talking
the
about the
government had
Bitcoin.
it shut down. With the
Go
government
ahead.
shutting down, look, the government had it
Right.
shut down because with the government shutting down, according to Trump, that disables the country's military. According to Trump.
Right.
According to
According to
Trump.
right.
According to Trump, I'm saying that disables the US military. Feel me? You know, that's the
Right.
rhetoric they spitting. Know what I mean? With the government being shut down is the the uh, military being inactive. So basically, wherever the military, our military, how they call it, our military, this country's military,
Uh-huh.
but that's not the case because they know the starships is coming in.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing Trump can't speak on that. That's why he mummed the word. Know what I'm saying? He can't speak on that. Know what I'm saying? Only motherfucker that come out right now and speak on that is Obama. Know what I'm saying?
Trump looks like
Obama serving a third
racist
term.
Pew.
Say
He
again?
do. He look like a racist Pepe Le Pew. Trump.
Pepe, yeah. Trump, yeah. Pepe Le Pew.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga, you see him like this nigga got mad hatred in his
Mm-hmm.
face, even when he's
The
smiling, like
skunk.
it's just mad. Yes, he got
Yeah, the
mad. It's
skunk.
mad venom, and
Mm-hmm.
just from the words that he say, and somebody trying to stare my views at
Mm-hmm.
him. It's just you see in
That.
his eyes. It's just you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And the nigga telling you, well, he ain't hiding it. The nigga telling niggas he ain't hiding it. He ain't putting it in those secret words, and you got to figure it out and say, "Oh, this is gonna happen."
Mm-hmm.
Niggas, the government was gonna shut down before tax season. When he was getting ready to go in office, he told you that no, the taxes is not gonna be that. This is gonna happen, and after that, you won't get it. If you get your taxes, it has to be put towards a corporation. Now all of a sudden, bitcoins is selling out.
Mm-hmm.
The
Crypto
government
dollars and all
closed
that shit.
down.
Yeah.
That's a part we
Crypto.
reviewed because we was talking about
Crypto.
Bitcoin,
Yeah.
crypto.
Right,
Yeah. Crypto.
So
Crypto
the
dollar.
show
Crypto
had Mike
dollar.
on the show.
right, right.
Look. The Winter Olympics is next month. Look, the Winter Olympics is
Right.
next month. And
They said
North
Where
Korea,
they at?
look, North Korea decides
Korea.
North
North
Korea.
Korea is with South Korea going into the Winter Olympics next month. Come on.
Wow.
That was saying that was already written. That was already written.
Right.
That was already that listen, that was already written. That was
Right.
already written. That's why it's getting ready to get horrible. Because it have to get horrible. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because motherfuckers didn't bear witness to what was taking place at the time things was being explained. Know what I'm saying, in pure form.
Oh, that's a
Shit was being
review because
explained.
we was speaking
Shit
about
was
that.
being explained in pure form. Shit was
Yeah.
being explained in pure form. Point blank simple. Shit was being explained in pure form. Know what I'm saying? Back then. Now is an event. It's an occurrence. Know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. I mean,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
everything
That's
happened
a
on the
real
weekend.
real good
Last two
that's
months, shit been
like
happening on the weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit happened on the
The
weekend.
weekend. When
Not
the
not
weekend.
during the week no more.
it's
Yeah.
gonna
Not during the week no more. Now
it's
it's
gonna
happening on the
use the
weekend.
word.
The weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas get comfortable.
It's gonna happen on a Friday.
It's
Yeah,
gonna happen
yeah.
on Friday. Niggas get comfortable. Niggas
Right.
don't prepare Friday. Niggas prepare for the week on Sunday. Niggas get comfortable.
Right.
They get weekend.
Yup.
Thinking about relaxing, want to party, loose, not thinking about nothing. Cannon.
For the weekend. Let's go it down with the weekend.
That's the signs of the times. It ain't just numbers. It's
Sign of the
calculations.
time.
Putting
Star
it together.
Starboy.
Right.
That's a review too. We was
I'm a
talking about that.
motherfucking star.
That's a review. I was playing all that on breaking that
Motherfucking
shit
star.
down. Him dancing through the video like Mike with the
Wait, what's the
cross on his
lady in the government? You might know her name, Elijah.
panther.
She's a governor or something, and she was talking about her alien abduction. She was like when she was 9 years old, she was abducted by aliens, and was telling her experience.
I remember stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
Let me
talking
see.
about homegirl from Falcon?
I don't know. Let me see. Um,
I know she wasn't. It wasn't. She wasn't that young. She was. She was
No,
already
she worked late.
adult into her profession. But nah. 4 years old. Nah. I can't sing. Nah. Mm-mm.
The woman who claimed she was abducted by she worked for the government. I think this is her. It is.
Well, they are big questions we would all love answers to. Do aliens exist? And if they do, what are they like? Well, one New South Wales woman not only claims to have met with creatures from another planet, but has taken part in what she calls an alien breeding program. Her name is Jane Pooley, and she sat down with Ita to not only share her beliefs, but also put them to the test.
It's a story you could be forgiven for thinking had been dreamt up by the most creative Hollywood scriptwriters. But this is the story of a retired nurse from the central coast of New South Wales. This is Jane Pooley's story. Jane describes herself as a lifelong alien experiencer and claims she is an alien addict. The mother of 3 hybrid babies, humalians, a mix of human and alien DNA, who live in a spaceship. She's got human children who live on planet Earth. Before I sat down with Jane, she voluntarily sat a lie detector test, or polygraph. She underwent this test 3 times.
Have you been part of an alien breeding program?
Yes. 3 important questions. Did you meet an alien? Do you have part alien children? Have you been part of an alien breeding program? No deception was indicated. So, as I would expect. Jane's aliens, or greys as she calls them, happened when she was a painted cot, and I pulled myself up and looked up into the beautiful eyes. I thought him as a man with cow eyes at that age. English? In English, yes. In language I would understand, but telepathically, no sound. And I found instinctively that I could talk back to him the same way. It was just there. We went up into a spaceship. We went into, if I think back then, we went into a brown suit, and I lay on a table that was cold, and above me, I now know pictures of my organs, but I had no idea what was going on. There were just things in the air. And I would now translate that or describe that as a hologram. Though at my age, I don't think holograms existed then.
How long do you think you were away at this particular point in time? Didn't your mother miss you?
Well, that's a good point. They definitely do to us, as in the abductees, for want of another word, experiences. They either hypnotise us or they come up other way. I mean, we have a drug called midazolam on Earth. It's similar to only having a light dose of that. And Mum just didn't wake up. And I think they do something to the people around you too. I might have only been gone here. How do you tell time at that age? The Greys have always been a part of Jane's life. To her, they're no different than other country.
I think of them as a different race. They may be a different species. They appear to be just a different race to me. My children are part Dutch, part Anglo-English. So, that's a mixed race, or a hybrid, if you want.
Do you have part alien children?
Yes.
You claim to be the mother of 3 hybrid children, humalians. So how were they conceived?
They were conceived in the usual way. Both the human father and I probably have some alien DNA already in us. And then at about 12 weeks, I was taken up into the spaceship again. I have a clear memory of this.
So that's where you had sex too, wasn't it, in the spaceship?
Yes.
Yes. So you.
A lot of people might make a joke about it.
No, you did. All the children were conceived on the spaceship?
Yes.
Did you have any say in that?
No. And, I'm making the best of this story, and I'm trying to be lighthearted about it because I've been through my grieving process and I still have days I'm upset about it and I miss the children. So I say they were kind to me and they consented, and I want to defend the race because I feel almost part of them as if they're family.
Where did you birth?
Well, they were taken from my uterus in the spaceship,
But here I had to have D&Cs, and there was curious. Yes. So doctors were confused every time.
So they removed the babies here?
No, they removed the babies in their
hospital. And then you had to go to the hospital to have a bit of treatment.
Well, I did, yes.
So you only went to a 3-month term or something like that?
The longest one was 5 months.
And then the babies were put into some sort of test, some sort of humidicrid or something in space?
Yeah. They've got way more advanced medical technology than we do. There's no question about that. But here I would have an ultrasound and there would be a fetus on the ultrasound and I would have positive pregnancy tests and then suddenly the baby would be gone without any evidence of that.
But if you carried a baby for 5 months, someone must have noticed you were pregnant.
Oh, no. I went to a doctor and it was confirmed that I was pregnant.
Where was your husband?
I was told. Yes.
Okay.
Jane misses her mammalian children, much like any parent separated from their child here on Earth, and her face beams when she talks of them.
I've got a girl called Claire, and then a boy called Jude, and then another boy called Heath. And then Claire has married another, for want of another word, Himalayan in their society, and his name's Gabriel. They obviously have grey names, but I had to give them some names. And she has a baby called Amelia. They look quite human, only small. So my daughter would be quite tiny. So that's not really my genes. That would be the grey genes. Normal woman. She's just got small boobs.
So you be the judge. Is the smile an unassuming woman telling the truth as Polygraph X, or does she have an imagination that would rival the world's greatest storytellers?
No one listening to this conversation would really believe it. A lot of people would just think, oh my God, that just cannot be true.
Well, they're welcome to do that, but I can't agree because statistically 85% of the world claim they in life on other planets.
Do you have some proof? Yourself.
I would love a selfie. I would love my children to stand here and meet you.
Yeah.
But
how do you talk to them?
But I can speak to them telepathically or audibly because they're human as well.
So they can speak English?
Yes, they can.
And have you only seen them this once?
I remember. That was in response to me basically chucking a little tantrum in my head. This is not fair. I'm sick of this. I want answers. I want to know where I went last night and why, and I want to meet my children. And within a short time of thinking that and crying for them, I was taken, and I got to meet them and I got to hug them, and they were physical beings that I could touch, and it was I tear up just thinking about it. It was a very emotional time.
And would they like to meet their siblings?
Yes,
their Earth siblings?
Of course they would. And why am I here would be to acknowledge them. I don't want to say my children don't exist when they do.
Oh, yeah. It's more and more of them coming out with these. This is the lady from the.
They showed them giving her a polygraph.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they coming out more.
I was talking about that when the show. When I started the show, I was connecting with the ethers, and when you connect with the ether, you know what I mean. You begin you remember like certain experience. Like that's crazy. Like she said telepathically. That's what I was saying. Like you know what I mean. Other levels, other frequencies. They look famous and they put on a costume of people believe it. It's like anybody could throw on one of them things that everything they say true. James hung up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being able to and that's what's happening. Like my brother Jaime out. He he had a post and he said is he said a lot of young kids right now are having seizures in their sleep. And he was like, you gotta watch what you do, what you eat, what you drink. You know what I mean? Other words, but he he on our level. But I know what he meant. So I always throw a little jab. I throw a jab in there. You know what I mean? I came in there and I was like, you know what I mean? A lot of them kids that's having seizures right now are going through ascensions and the changes because of the shift, the alignment. You know what I mean? The sun's coming in, the crabs coming in, the dimensional shifts, the spiritual shift, and in that time, what Doc said was gonna happen. A lot of people you know what I mean, they're gonna lose their minds. But I was saying, seizure are part of experience of ascension to the next stage. We told one thing when it really totally stands for something else. For some, in some cases, he was like, nah. He was like, yeah, you're right. It's, you know what I mean? Like his sister came over, was like, who that? He said, oh, that's great. You know what I mean? It was like, oh. He was like, yeah, though. That's why I said it could be other reasons and causes too. See what he was saying? You know what I mean? So yeah. You got to be ready for the shift. And some people go through those experiences they had. Because I remember some of my experiences where I was in a state of having a seizure. You know what I mean? But I brought myself out. Myself shaking and all that. And then I made myself get up. You know what I mean? But within the mental connection that I was having on the etheric plane that I was having from the Akashic field, I was telling myself what was really taking place, that, you know what I mean, I had to get rid of certain external energies, beings. Some classify, you know what I mean, the demons within yourself. Or, you know what I mean? You could feel it leaving you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't see it like how you would see it in a movie where you see a nigga spirit move and it elevated to mad different, and I could feel them. I could feel them every time I'm laid out and I'm shaking. I could feel them just leaving, and I'm getting more peaceful with myself and others. Yeah, but that's where you making that connection through life experiences of things that you want to talk about. Talk about it, but don't want to talk about the experience. Yeah, that if they don't stay to the format, that they gonna lose some damn body. Yeah, I mean, from following them, or they getting that money, and they wake up and they lead themselves, or they lead others, or they all lead together. Motherfuckers want to keep a nigga condemned into just one state of being while they walk around flancing around like they the ish. Like they really truly the gods of the whole thing, but then give it all praise to somebody else that's not even it. You give it all the president, black keep all this side of me, like he and he's not there. If you're gonna lead the people on a flag or a banner, or why y'all can't lead them on the back of someone that's not there physically, that you say is coming every year. It's coming every year. Niggas ain't gonna know where hit your ass when he comes. You already know where hit you when he came. Oh man. He's still on deck. I don't know, man. But Malachi and I must have got tied up. Cool. So we couldn't do a full synopsis on certain reviews. We're cool with that. You hear me out? Or you zoning? Mm-hmm.
Shit, I might hear some more.
Huh?
I need to hear some more.
Yeah, I need to hear some more. You feel me?
All right, we pull up another one. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's up.
Betty had a vacation from her job in the state of New Hampshire. Barney worked for the post office. Neither believed in reality. At that time, they had never read a book on the topic. Vacation to Niagara Falls, onto Toronto, onto Montreal, and they were in the White Mountains on September 19, when they had a close encounter with the UFO. It came within 100 feet, estimated by them, of their car with his binoculars.
I know. Let's see what he said.
When I was 12 years old, late 70s, my parents were fighting, and I didn't want to be at home. So I went to the living room and started watching television. The rest of the family kind of did whatever it was. They went to bed. My friends started talking about this nightmare he had. He started to yell, your eyes, they turned solid black. And he jumped up off the couch for air for a moment and then just crumbled on the floor between the coffee table and the couch. It scared me. I turned to my left, and I happened to look to my right. For whatever reason, I don't know. There was a black digital clock on top of the television, and it said midnight right on the dot. It wasn't 12:01 or anything like that. It was right on the dot. So I took the 3 or 4 steps across the living room, skirted around the coffee table, bent down to touch my friend's shoulder to shake him to see what was going on. And as soon as I made contact with him, he was suddenly standing next to me to my left, which didn't make any sense. It was a very odd transition. But he was suddenly standing and he was screaming, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? And I tried to calm him down. I thought he was going to wake up his parents because I thought at that time it was midnight. I turned back around. I looked at the TV again. I saw the clock above it. It was exactly 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. 12 and 6.
3 and
20.
6.
Mm-hmm. 3 and 6. Yep. 3-9. Down with that 9 man.
How did I turn back on? You see, remember we had
I was going to wake up his parents because I thought at that time it was midnight. I turned back around. I looked at the TV again. I saw the clock about 6 o'clock.
Is very, very widespread around the world. People think that this is an American phenomenon. It is not. I've worked with people from Africa and Latin America and Europe and so forth who are abductees. All say the same thing all around the world. It does not matter where they're from.
36 years later, I decided one day I wanted to find out what happened to me. I just happened to be on some particular media. I saw Yvonne Smith. So I went to see Yvonne, so she got an idea of, who I am. It took 2 trips, 2 hypnotic sessions to get all of the details that I was going to get. She took me back to that night. I was at my friend's house and asked me to just describe everything that I experienced, everything I see, any details. Just keep talking, as the images come. The first thing I saw was a T-shaped thing. It was shaped like a T, and I got really upset. And I started yelling, and the T-shaped thing turned out to be it's a kind of bed, but it's not really a bed. It's more like a platform. And and I was laying on this thing, and my arms were out to my sides. My wrists were bound to it somehow, but I didn't feel anything on my wrists. I eased them off of it, but I could move my arms, just couldn't move the wrist. My ankles were the same way. Inside of this thing that I was in, it was metal. It was a domed ceiling, and there was a being standing next to me. It wore metal mesh clothing. It was robe-like, like cloth, but it was metal. And the reason why I know this is because the sleeve dragged across my face, and I could see light glinting off the fibers. They had instruments that came out of the ceiling. One of those instruments was looked like a black arm of some kind, and it unfolded out of the ceiling. The tip of it looked a lot like a stinger, like the tip of a scorpion, if you will. They inserted it into my left nostril and pressed it all the way up into my head. It was excruciating pain. They brought in another device. It was cylindric. It had brass-like metal and darker metals in layers. And they placed it on my left ear and inserted something into my ear. And again, I heard crunching noises. They didn't seem to be either aware or concerned about inflicting the pain. It's just a process to them. It seemed very mechanical to them. Their movements were slow and methodic. It seemed like they didn't make mistakes.
People often ask me whether there's any consistency in abduction accounts. The consistency is mind-boggling. What people were talked about primarily is the procedures done to them when they were taken on board and placed on a throat examination was like gray aliens, which had to do with looking at poking around with their abdomen. I work with people who have MDs or psychiatrists or psychologists, PhD people who are university professors, and people who have never been able to hold a job and dropped out of school at a young age, and everybody in between. The vast majority of material that they talk about has never been in the public domain. Without consistency, there is no phenomenon, and it is the consistency that keeps coming back, that keeps me coming back, in fact.
They had slightly larger than normal looking heads. They had black eyes. They had wrinkles. Thought was interesting. They appeared old. Their skin color was, it didn't look healthy. It looked grayish in color. They removed my stomach contents. Whatever I was eating, they took that stuff out. They took me to some place. At some point, there was no gravity. But I was held down to the table by these points, and they took me to a place where they removed me from the spacecraft. And I'm assuming it's a spacecraft. I don't know what else to call it. I didn't see it from the outside, only from the inside. And they stood me in front of a machine, it looked like a building. It was the biggest thing I'd ever seen. It was covered in blue lights. It had a lot of little moving parts on it. I don't know what it was doing. Then they took me away from there. All I remember was coming back into the atmosphere. I remember feeling gravity pulling me to the table, the weight of everything coming back to me. And then there's just a blur. I don't really have any, I can't find out exactly what happened. But I ended up right back where I was standing, where my friend was, and he was already standing. It was as though he was already standing and they placed me there.
Yeah. That's something to listen to. Here, you know what I mean? Cause that's a connection. That's but anyway, that's the
He was taken up.
word abducted, and that's what's taking place, man. That's another thing we was talking about last year. My last part of my review for tonight, until I get the brothers back around, so we can get other things they was a part of. But with the abduction thing, we was looking at, like there's various ways of being abducted, man, and abducted left and right. And we said people was gonna just start disappearing or experiencing these abductors. Or you wake up and your counterpart is gone, or your counterpart is dead, but they abducted and someone else is replaced in them. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yep. Because
Right.
they had the same shit.
Right. So it's various forms of abduction, and it ain't just graves. And that's a part of the gathering, and that's a part of the review too. We were talking about the gathering taking place, and people looking for a lot of this thing to be literal just because you show a video or you play or you see star crash or you see UFOs, which are airships that are metal ships, regular ships, and they're not ships. You know what I mean? Orbs. You know what I mean? The lights you see moving. You know what I mean? It's like stars you see moving. You know what I mean? Crafts like um true crafts. That's a duck. So so
I tried. I didn't do it.
I know. So I'm just gonna stop it. I'm gonna just stop it. You know.
Maybe real quick with the review or
Yes.
whatever. And the thing is, even talking about earlier. Well, I was talking about earlier. Even I was saying about earlier because what I was saying is, I'm saying is, a sugar is. I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. But the thing is, you know what I mean, the debates going back and forth, all that. Sometimes I need to get to it. But I don't gotta get to it.
Yeah, cause it's gonna get to you.
It's gonna get to you. So in your own time. Own time. It's gonna come back. Whatever. You'll get it. So
You gonna get it.
or you well,
Get it or you gonna get it.
that's just being it is what it is. Be what it be. So really never no love lost.
All we saying is don't get the wool pulled over your eyes and beating the head just because something sounds good or sounds true,
Mm-hmm.
has truth in it. Of course, it's coming from
You know what?
from the master
You know how
teacher
people.
or the Nuwapians. Because um,
I made you lose it. My bad.
yeah, because
he said himself that a lot of people was gonna lose their mind. A lot of people was gonna be stuck. And when they read the scrolls or they read, especially the holy tablets, it's like, because it ain't for everybody to read. And people have lost their minds. Some people have got stuck. But
I was gonna ask you, what's that a lot of people say that Dr. he came to give you what you wanted? What is that? What is that?
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying that for people to say that, to me they're using that as an ego thing when someone doesn't agree with them now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they use it and then ego. Like even if you gotta use it like that, then you ain't getting it either.
Right.
When people say that, when I hear people say that, and somebody else with it, I mean you didn't even get it either. Because with the higher you, you're not even in your, because your higher you will recognize why that person is saying that.
Right.
And you be fine with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just from love. Like I say, that mama love.
They need to be shaken up. Somebody need
But
to be
then
shaken
sometimes
up.
your mom don't pay you no mind because she know you gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? She know what it is. She already know. So it ain't even, But I wanted to point that out because I don't like that people say that they're using it in a negative fashion because everybody ain't gonna be in the same level. That's parts. It's parts to the all. Many parts. So even if someone said the Nuwapian nation or whatever, then there's many parts to that nation too. Because everything that you learned previously before that is a part of it too, right? All those teachers is a part of it. So there's no separation. It's stages of being God. It's stages of being devil.
It's stages of the heavens, right?
Yeah. So I just, people gonna get what they gonna get. That's it. And then you threaten people like, oh, you don't get it, you will perish. Yeah. You're going. I ain't even on that. I just know where you are. You'll get it eventually. That's why I say I'm not going. You'll get it. You at where you at. Be there. Yeah. Like I say, he going in.
And I don't want this.
Yeah.
So all right, everybody. We talk to you soon. We'll do a show tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going on WAEO radio. I'll be broadcasting at 5. Oz McBoney doing an interview. It's a brother with some. He got. I can see the artist. Yeah, he is. So
I remember those days. That's a part of the review too. So that's why we really not cutting. I remember the days of all of us falling asleep on there.
Right.
We'd be on here at 8, 7 in the morning.
Is somebody gonna get disease and wake up?
Word. We do the whole time allowed to do a video. We fall asleep individually, wake up, start back building. One brother still be building. Malachi. Oh man, so
shit, I done did it.
Hey, that's why it's real over here, man. We ain't playing. This ain't nothing script. We don't script
it's
this
krill.
thing out. Yeah,
it's krill.
It's krill. All right, and we out. Peace, divine love, and life. Who?
Did the hand like you can see.
Salute to all minds. You.
Nah, you didn't.
All right, salute to all the masters at the round table.